Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This is our lecture number 25, Unit 3, Duty and Responsibility. And we are currently reading the reading section 3.2, Lincoln Gauge, a man should never leave his post. So we have started reading the story. The story moved forward. Like the man, he was traveling from one position to another position. He was moving towards his depot, and on the way he came across the Lincoln Gorge, and then when he moved inside the gorge, he saw a cave, and inside the cave there was a boy whose name was Cheng Yu, and he was looking after his sister. So the stranger or the writer, and the boy, they have started talking with each other. They had started their conversation. So the boy was asking the stranger that what about the weather? Like, is it going to snow tomorrow or will it stop? So the man somehow tried to be funny, and he somehow tried to manage the situation to make the boy feel easy. But the boy was angry, and he said that you are having a newspaper, you should look at the weather news and you should tell me. Then the man asked the boy that why are you so concerned about the weather? So the boy told him that my father told me that if it's going to snow tomorrow, we have to stop the work. So let's continue it further. Page number 96. What does your pa do? Now the stranger, the person, the writer is asking the boy that what is your father's job? He opens up mountains. The child replied proudly. So he is going to say that my father is going to open the mountains. So he is somehow proud that his father is working. Is maybe an engineer, maybe as a constructor, maybe as a daily wage worker. Where? Cheng Yu pointed with his pursed lips at the work site opposite. Now he is showing him the direction that my father is working there. I looked. All I could see was a searching light beam shining through the drifting snowflakes straight up into the heavens. In its light, I could vaguely discern a few dozen men who seemed pasted to the side of the towering cliff, drilling holes for the dynamic charges. The holes were like steps of a ladder to the sky. Now, the boy has pointed towards some area, and he is showing him that my father is working there. So when the person is looking at that side, he could only see the searching light beam. So he can just see the light that is over there. So he could just point out the beam. Then he saw that it's snow falling, and it's like he's saying that the snow was falling straight up into the heavens, means that the snow was falling from the sky. And then in the light, he is saying that I could not clearly, but yes, I can manage to see that there are some people, dozen of men who are working there, and they have made the cliff, they have dig out the cliff, the mountain, and they have made it like a step in a ladder towards the sky. How can you tell which one is your father at this distance? I asked. Now the person is asking the boy that there are so many people out there working, and it is too far away from this position. So how can you say that my father is there, he is working there? I can't see him plainly, but Pa says he can see me. He says all he has to do is turn around. I often sit here so he can see me. Now this is a bond, the love that the boy is showing us, that yes, you are right that I am sitting in a distance position where I cannot locate my father. But my father says that he can locate me from that position. That is why I am sitting here. That is why I used to sit here, because my father can see me from that position. Ah, so that was it. The icy snow melted from my boots. My numbed legs, thawing out, ached painfully. I stamped to help the circulation. Now he is also portraying his own position, that my legs now they are coming towards life, because so far they were numbed. There was no energy in them. It seemed to be that they are dead. So it is now the icy snow has melted, so my legs are coming towards life. Chengyu waved his hand warningly. I understood. He was afraid I would awake his baby sister. Now the boy is warning him that you are making noise, and because of that noise maybe you will wake up my sister. So the person is saying that I understood that what he is trying to say. You really take good care of your sister, I commended. Mama says my job is to look after her. When Mama comes home, I can knock off. Now, a boy, he is having a job, he is having a duty, he is having a responsibility. Now we can relate it to the unit, why its title is duty and responsibility. So the boy is saying that my mother has given me this job, this responsibility, that when she is not around, I am supposed to look after my sister, I am supposed to take care of her. So, you are on the job every day? I hugged him. What does Mama do? Now the person is asking the boy that it means that on daily basis you are having this job. And then he is asking that what is the job of your mother? He pointed to the road below the cave. Now he is sitting in a certain position where he can see on the opposite side he can see his father, and on the lower position he can locate his mother. I could see a person standing by a telephone pole beside the road. Covered with snow, she looked like a white stone image. Now the person is looking from the above position, he is looking below, and he can locate that a person is standing over there. And because of the snowfall, the person, she looked like a snow, like a white stone image. It seems that the snow has covered her fully, and she is now looking like a stone. Apparently, she was directing traffic. The road was not very wide, had been blasted through the rock. Ordinarily, carts, mules, donkeys, and people, no doubt, stream in both directions along the road 24 hours a day. Now, her mother is working in traffic. So, she is trying to organize the traffic. The road over there, that is very narrow road, and there are different ways of transportation that are traveling over there. Like there are carts, donkeys, mules, horses, you can say, people, they are having their cars, vehicles. So it's a very busy road, and it's a very narrow road. That is why there must be someone to keep the traffic in order. That is why she is working there. Today, because of the big snow, there weren't many people or vehicle on the road. She could very well have spent the day at home, but there she stood, and there she would remain. 3 months, 5 months, or 3 years, 5 years, if need be. Now look at the description. The weather is very harsh, it's snow falling, but the person, the woman, she is having a responsibility over her shoulders. That is why she is supposed to carry out it, and she is doing it. So the person is saying that it's snow falling and it's a very big day, big snowfall day. So she could have sit at her home because on a big snowfall day there isn't any large amount of traffic that could not be managed. So he's saying that she could have sit at her home and she could have enjoyed the day with her babies, but she is working out there. And if she is supposed to work, she will work for 3 years, 3 months, 3 hours, whatever her job asks her. Perhaps from time to time, she raised her head to gaze up at her child or at her husband who was scaling the cliffs between the mountains and the sky. Now she is a responsible citizen, she is a responsible person, plus she also cares about her family. So that is why she is looking up at her child, at her children, her babies who are back at home, and also at her husband who is working at the mountain. When he paused to wipe this sweat from his brow, could he see the determined figure of his wife or the tiny image of his little boy? Now it's a moment that the writer is thinking that when the person is working over there at a very large, or you can say at that height, could he just locate about or think about his own children and his wife? Even though it was a snowy, windy night, even though the worker, his wife and children could not see one another clearly, I was sure they could feel a mutual loving encouragement and sense that each was looking forward to the moment of family reunion. Now he is saying that though all of them, the 3 different locations they were located, but they were still having a ray of hope that they will come together, they will sit together in future, they will unite together, they will enjoy their time. And because of this hope, they are encouraging one another that you are there, you are like the baby, they are supporting their parents, that the boy is saying that I am taking care of my sister and I am okay here. The wife, she is saying that I am okay here. The father, he is also trying to portray that I am fine with my job. So they are kind of encouraging one another. I glanced at Chengyu. The child had placed his hand in his sleeves and pulled his neck into his collar. He kept dozing off. Now he is doing that action. He is putting his hands in his sleeves and pulling his neck collar up, and he is worried about the situation and he is very concerned about his job. You are liable to catch a chill. Better get into bed and go to sleep. Now the person, he is suggesting the boy that maybe you will catch a chill, you will catch cold and you will suffer from cold. So it's better that you should get into bed and sleep. He looked at me dreamily for a moment, probably thinking that his parents had returned. When he realized who I was, he shook his head violently. No, I won't. Now, when the stranger suggested him that you should sleep, so it was like he was hoping that maybe this stranger is my father and my father is asking me to sleep. But when he looked at the stranger, he saw that he is not my father, he is someone else. So he shook his head and he said, no, I won't. Now the person is asking, why not? He rubbed his eyes with his fist. Papa and Mama say a man should never leave his post. Now the subtitle is highlighted over here. He's saying that my mother and my father, they have asked me to not leave my post until and unless I am being asked. I hugged him tightly and pressed my cheeks against his. Then I rose, buttoned my cotton, pulled my head down, firmly left the cave and walked down the path. Now the person is hugging the boy, and then he is standing, he is picking up himself and he is moving down from the cave. Following the road that had been blasted through the rock, I pushed on, the words of the child echoing in my head. A man should never leave his post. A job was waiting for me. I wanted to reach my destination without any further delay. Now the words of the child, they have somehow touched the person's heart, and he is time and again repeating those words in his mind, and he is moving towards his destination, and he is saying that I should go to my place without any further delay. So this is translated from the Chinese work because the writer is Chinese, and we are done with the reading. Thank you so much. In the next lecture we will study the study questions.